and welcome back to Minecraft Adventures with Tricia. Last episode, we built our nether portal and got a very small start on our highway through the nether. And by start, I literally mean we made a staircase. But I spent a few hours getting our staircase up to the correct Y level and digging up parts of the fortress to get all the nether brick we need to keep going. And I'll show all of that when we get back to the nether. But for right now, we're back in the overworld, here at the EXP grinder, repairing my tools, getting some extra levels. Because today, we're going to retire these two bad boys and make ourselves a new sword that'll carry us for the next several episodes. And I want to make sure we have more than enough levels to do that, because enchanting has historically not gone very well for us. But I think this is a good amount, so let's make our way back up to the surface. And on our way, I can kind of show you, I've been cleaning up this area so that there's not dripstone all over the floor. I've been, I don't know, fixing up some of these pillars so it kind of looks a little bit more structurally sound. And back there you can see we got a geode. Down here we have our pale moss hole, in case we ever need loads of pale moss. Our chorus flower garden is growing really nice. Yeah, I'm really glad that I cleared out some of the space up top and I flattened all of this out, giving it a little bit more space for it to grow. Because yeah, these guys get really tall. And coming up here, it just feels nice, not having to jump everywhere. I still have a few staircases to put in down there, but for the most part, this is nice. And this little landing here is basically the same as it has been since the very beginning of the series. The only difference now is that we've got a staircase. It's a spiral staircase going up. We got a little bed. And that's our diamond mine. But let's make our way back up to the surface. Ooh, it's dark. Let's take a nap. So the other reason I've had to come back to the surface a lot is because I kept running out of potions. But our last batch should get us pretty far into the nether. But now, let's make ourselves... Wait, I wanna make the sword first. And let's see how long it takes to get something good. Sharpness 4. All right, here we go. Fuck this. Wait a second, I saw we got another one in here. Okay, let's go. Sharpness 4 again. We can at least make a sharpness 5. Knockback's not bad. And, oh, I think I have a sweeping edge book. Yes. Okay, this is good. This is going to get us pretty far. I'd still like a looting sword, but, you know, I'll take what I can get for right now. But let's name these. This is our smite sword. Actually, I wonder if I can combine these. Sharpness 5, sweeping edge, knockback, bleeding on break. Yo, I can! Oh no! Okay, Can I get one more level? I'm sure I can. Here we go. Oh. It decided it was done. All right, well. Here we go. Oh, look at that! Incredible. Now let's get our bajillion fire resistance potions. Put on our helmet. And with that taken care of, let's get our butts back to the nether. We have a bridge to build. All right, now I have been hard at work. You can already see kind of what I've been doing. Cleaned up all of my stuff. I moved it all. And welcome to the beginning of the Nether Highway. So I believe this is where I left off last time. I was clearing out all of the warped stem. Some of them are a little bit too high. But this was, what is it? Y level 51. So we need to get to Y level 65. And that's why we're coming all the way up here. And the floor here is made up of slabs. And that's to keep everything from spawning. You know the drill. But this little passage here takes us directly into the fortress. I've been wanting a fortress entrance that isn't just that little thing over there. So I have this new entrance, and this is where our staircase originally came out. But I've tested and made sure that wither skeletons can't come through this little hole. So blazes can still come in if they really want to. But I'll at least have a lot of warning, because if they do spawn over there and make their way this way, I have a lot of warning to be able to stop them. And so we've got this bridge right here, which is essentially the same thing that we did for the Great Nether Bridge. And that leads to this little landing right here. I started a little nether wart farm, but I realized that I can't exactly get water in the nether. So it's not really worth setting up a brewing stand right now. But I've got tons of nether brick, bunch of other stuff. Because like I said, I spent a lot of time in between episodes just clearing out this fortress, finding inconspicuous places, and just tearing it down. I don't think this is going to get me through this entire highway, but it's going to get us far, and there's still plenty of fortress to go if I need more. But let's get started, see how far we get. So we're just going to hollow this out and see where this takes us. Okay, so this is how wide the path is. If we come back over here. Yeah, so it ends up being about 2 wide diagonal, and then our zigzag path. There we go. And until we really hit the big open ocean, we're still going to be clearing out a bunch of this. And this is really the most time-consuming part. When we made the Great Nether Bridge, we didn't really have to worry so much about that because it was just over the ocean. But yeah, there we go. That's where we're going. The other thing that sets this apart from the Great Nether Bridge is that the math is a lot easier. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other downside to building the bridge like this is it goes really, really slowly. Because our goal is to get to about negative 4100 and negative 4200. And even though that's only like 600, 700 blocks away, that's 600 or 700 blocks in the nether. But it's about the journey, not the destination. It's been nice getting all this warped wood, though. And by getting all of the warped fungus, I've gotten tons and tons of bone meal. Because these warped fungus blocks almost always raise the composter by an entire level. Alright. Back to the grind. God, the sounds in the warped forest are so messed up! One thing I'm kind of hoping that I find on our journey is another bastion. Because I've only found one, and that was so long ago. Whoa, okay. So as we're getting out of the warped forest, we're gonna start coming across more things that are not Endermen. God, I feel like I've been playing on easy mode. I think I want a railing before I start wailing. Oh! I think it disappeared. I know I have crouch as toggle, but that doesn't stop this from being really nerve-wracking. God, what is it about warped forests that are just so dark? Yeah, that was my last one, too. Damn. Alright, we made it about 100 blocks? That's progress. Oh, man. I gotta go all the way back. Ah, I thought I made night vision potions, but I guess I only made fire, so please hold while I go fix that. Alright, coming back on the bridge. One of the things I did to make this a little bit safer is you can kind of see that I slabbed up the roof of that. That's so that blazes don't just camp out right there and shoot at me. They kept doing that while I was making this little hidey hole. But it looks like there's a couple of wither skeletons that have just made their homes on top of the warped stem, but oh, blow it out your ass. And now it's back to work. Yeah, if I had the resources... shut up! I'm trying to talk. Alright, as I was saying, I would love to have a covered nether path the way that the builder has, but that's so much. Like, that's all blackstone. I'd have to tear apart a bastion for that. Which I could if I found a bastion. So, fingers crossed we find one. Because that would be pretty cool. Oh. Oh my god, I'm finally out of a warped forest. You see the lighting change? Over here, it gets more purple. And then over here, when we start getting... Is this another waste? Yeah. Oh! Oh, I wonder if it's going to be brighter now. Like, I've got the night vision potion right now, but... I wonder if it's brighter when we're not in a warped forest. So once I've got this all built, I'm going to come through and add shroom lights to the edges here. Because even if I can't have the big covered mall bridge the way that the builder has, the shroom lights will still at least add a lot of lighting to the path. Which, you know, will help brighten up the area. But it'll also help me count out where to start putting in the pillars. Oh god. Because, yeah, you see, we have our feat of structural engineering right here. I do want to put the same kind of pillars in that I had at the Great Nether Bridge. All right, we're getting up to our next part that we got to dig out. How far does this go? It's a little bit of digging, and then it just goes right back over here. And it's another fortress? Can I stop having fortresses, please? I want a bastion. Well, at least I will not run out of nether brick. Ever. Alright, so I'm going to keep working on this bridge, and I'll either meet you on the other side, or if something interesting happens, we'll cut right to that. Alright, we've made it this far. We can see the basalt delta ahead. Got the soul sand valley right over here. I've ran out of all of my potions. I think I still have a couple over at the little stop. I managed to get another music disc. But man, the ghasts are rough out here. But let's make our way back. Clear out some of our inventory. I think that's it right up ahead. Wow, it really doesn't feel like we went very far. This bridge is so slow. But it looks really cool, and that's the important part. Good things take time, and making safe passage is time well spent. Alright, good. I do have one more solid round. Oh my god. I've gone through almost all of the nether brick already. Holy shit. So, good news is, we're very close to this fortress. So we can easily just start getting more nether brick from here. Because this is all we have left, somehow. The downside is, there's a fortress right here. Which means as we cross into this area, There's gonna be things like you shooting at me. And you won't be able to spawn up here, but you'll still be a nuisance. So I really don't want to go all the way back there to get more potions, so we're gonna break into my ender stash. It feels like I've been digging out this tunnel for an eternity. Oh! Oh, but now that I'm thinking about it, it really has been a while. I think the first recording of this episode was at least 2 weeks ago, before my computer shit itself. If you haven't seen my community posts or follow my Blue Sky at all, you'll already know what happened. But my PC had been crashing sporadically for about 6 months, with what ended up being a video driver issue. During this episode's recording, it had gotten so bad that I spent more time pausing and saving the game than actually making progress on this bridge. So after updating every driver under the sun and still having issues, I ran the last-ditch effort of updating my BIOS to see if that would fix the issue. And suffice to say, it did not. Oh my god, there it is! Ah! There it is! That's the Badlands Basin Outpost! Okay. We made it. We made it to the end. Oh, let's just lay this all out. And while I slab this up, let me continue my story. Yeah, I bricked my PC. And there was about a week or so of time where I was questioning the future of this Let's Play. I had a couple of backups of this world saved, but they were all saved on this hard drive. The hard drive on the computer that was completely bricked. And I wondered if this is how people must feel when they lose a hardcore world. Because it's kind of the same concept, right? Whether it's their fault or not, that's it. The world is gone. And you can't interact with it again in any meaningful way. And if I hadn't made the mistake of updating a driver that didn't end up even being the problem, then I wouldn't have been in that situation either. Everything would have been fine. And for about a week, I was considering the very real possibility that my series would end. And I don't know if I would have had the fortitude to make a new world after spending so much time in this one. I love this world that we've built together. And I really didn't want to say goodbye to it. Not like this. But as you can see, by the fact that we finished digging out this tunnel, all these weeks later, everything ended up being okay. And it turns out I was kind of on borrowed time with this motherboard anyway, because there was already some electrical damage to the motherboard that I didn't even know about. So, all's well that ends well, I guess. And now this world is backed up on multiple hard drives, so even if anything happens again, I'll at least have it backed up this far to come back to. And if you're looking for a sign to back your own shit up, this is it. This is your sign. You deserve the peace of mind. Don't be like me. Oh, I am so tired of tech issues, though. This has been such a rough summer. Oh, between my PC shitting the bed and how hot it's been and how busy it's been at the shop, I am ready for fall. I'm ready for cooler weather. I'm ready for things to slow down so I can get back to this world and focus on this series. Oh, okay. So the Wither Fortress is like that way. And then everything, the path to the Stronghold Cabana is that way. Which, you know, makes sense. This would be northwest. And that's good that we're on our last set of potions, because now that I know that the Badlands Basin's that way, I can refresh them without having to run a billion miles back. Let's get some more netherrack. Actually, let me grab all of this, because I'm going to need to repair my tools anyway. There's a large part of me that's like, you finished the path. The Badlands Basin's right there. Why don't you go over there? Connect the path, like, fully. But if I don't do this now, I never will. Oh no, it's so dark! Alright, let me just finish this. We'll see you on the other side. Okay, my inventory is fucking full. I'm out of my potions. Let's go say hi to the Badlands Basin, put some stuff away, make some more potions, and get out of the nether for a second. Oh! Hi! Fancy seeing you here. Come here. There you go, buddy. Oh my goodness, it is so good to be back. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I'm so high up. I'm in a cloud. Oh, I love harvesting quartz. All right, no new notes. All right, now that I got potions, let's go back and finish the job. So at this point, it's not really a bridge so much as it is safe passage, but safe passage is really important, so I will take it. Awesome. And now we just do this side, and we will be diggity done. All right, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. We are so close to the end. We are so close to the end. Oh my God. We are done! At least for now. Oh my God, ow. Let's go. Let's go back. Let's go back to the Badlands Basin. I'm gonna fill this all in later. Oh, we did it! Holy shit, this was a long time coming. We made it. 1,100 blocks on the diagonal, building a bridge all the way from Baby Spire to the Badlands Basin. And it's wild saying it like that because 1,100 blocks is nothing compared to how far away the Badlands Basin is from Baby Spire out here in the overworld. Because that's almost, well, let's see. 60, 66, 6,000. That'd be what? A little over 8,000 on the diagonal? So, like, really, that's still really far. But also, the biggest challenge that we had making that path was making sure that we had enough lampposts that we could see one no matter which direction we're going. So, like, we've got the one over here. You can see the one over there. And if we come up here, yeah, it just keeps going. Where this time, we had multiple bridges over lava, getting shot at by gas, and having to run back and forth constantly to get potions. Speaking of which, our potions are about to die, which is totally fine because we're already back in the overworld. So this was way bigger of a project than I thought it was going to be, but it's done. And in the future, I'm going to come back and add pillars the same way we did for the Great Nether Bridge. But for now, I'm ready to put this hell highway behind me and continue moving forward. So thank you guys for joining me today. I don't ask this very often, but if you've been enjoying the series so far, it would mean the world to me if you hit the like button. I love this game. I love this world that we've built. And if this makes your day brighter, just know that your feedback makes my entire week shine. And with that, we will see you next time.